This week, we are going to be reviewing the Anker battery banks. This one is the 21,000 milliamp hour, and this one is the 13,000 milliamp hour. I'm not sure if you can still get this one in a lot of places. I've had some trouble finding it on Amazon. Maybe that's just Amazon. I don't know. But we're going to cover both of them in today's video. I carried both of these on the Arizona Trail to charge the Garmin, to charge my headlamp, and to charge my phone and camera batteries for the GoPro and the Sony Alpha 6300, which I am using to record this video right now. Let's get started with some pros and some cons, shall we? So right off the bat, both of these batteries are the lightest weight for the amount of milliamp hours that they have. That's one of the big things that Anker swears by. They're very, very, very great batteries. I never ran out of power on the Arizona Trail, even when I was out for a full week, using only these two battery banks. No solar to add on to that at all. So they're lightweight and they hold a lot of power. Another great pro of these things are they actually work very well in the moderate cold. As I said in last week's video, I got down into the temps into the 20s, so perhaps in colder than that, it would be a little sketchy. But for what I was using these for, I snuggled them on the really cold nights, but by the end of it, if it was like 40 degrees, I wouldn't even think about it. And they still served me just fine. Also, these batteries can accept a charge from most sources. I have yet to find some way that I couldn't charge it. I've used solar chargers to do it. I've used my car charger. I've used wall outlets. I've used a computer. I've used a cigarette lighter in my parents' camper with the USB outlets from it. Like, these things can charge off of pretty much anything. The thing that I've noticed, though, is the higher the amperage of that charger, the quicker that these will charge. As I said earlier, I was using these batteries to power all of my electronics when I was out on the Arizona Trail, and none of my devices had any trouble receiving a charge. A lot of my devices actually charged quicker off of these than if I were to have used an outlet for charging, and that was really surprising to me, actually. So they provide very good clean power to whatever device you're using. Also, there are two USB ports on either of these devices, so that greatly expands the amount of devices that you can charge while using one of these. It's not just you plug one thing in and you can only charge one thing. You can charge two devices at once with each of these, and that definitely came in handy many times. Now on to a few of the cons of these things. First and foremost, if it's not in its carrying case, which already doesn't offer very much protection, and you were to drop it, like if I were to drop this one right now in a rock, I don't know that this plastic would do that much to protect it. I'd be really worried that it would crack. I haven't had any issues yet, thankfully, but I've also been really careful with these. They only really came out in my tent when I was on trail. So I'd be concerned about that. Second, they can charge really slowly if you have it hooked up to a low amperage power supply. Like I was saying, when I had it plugged into that cigarette lighter, while it charged, I think this thing took a full 18 hours to charge off of that, and sometimes you need to go a little bit quicker than that. So that's also definitely something to consider. Third, as you can see, there's a little button on the side right here, and that is what turns on the power. So if you have something plugged in, then you push that button to power it on. I've had it where I was charging something, and for whatever reason, this got the automatic signal to turn off that, okay, this device is fully charged, we're good now. But that wasn't the case, and I actually had to go back and push this button and let it run for another 2 hours after that before that device was fully charged up. I don't know if that was like an automatic safety thing because I had this running for so long or what happened, but it's not like an automatic turn on thing. It is right when you start it, but it might turn off in the middle of your charging. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. And now, lastly, once this thing is completely depleted, they weigh, probably a little more than a pound altogether. can't do anything with this. When you're out of energy, it's just a brick that's in your bag that cost you a little bit of money, so you don't want to get rid of it. So if they really wanted to get into the backpacking sphere a little bit more, I know a lot of people use these, but it would be really cool if they found some other little gizmos they could throw in these things that even when it was depleted, they would have some sort of use to this. I don't know, a can opener or a bottle opener, I don't know. Just kind of shooting off ideas. But thank you so much for watching today's gear review video. I hope you guys learned something from this. I know I did. These are some really great batteries. I would recommend them. They helped me through my hike so much. But definitely be wary of some of those cons and feel free to shop the market. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please like it. If you want to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button. And I have links to these items in the description. Go and use those links to buy this item if you're interested, and it will help out me and this channel so much. It would really, really help us out. So thank you so much. Have a great day.